Greetings everyone, welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and I'd like to welcome you to the 2022 year-end review on my channel. I'm going to be taking you through all of my collection. We're going to start off in my parents' basement, then we're going to venture to my parents' garage where I have overflow, and then back to the apartment to show you what new game I picked up this year, also my current collection there, and then maybe sit down and have a cigar and talk about the year in review. It's been a while. It's been around 7 months since my last video. I sincerely hope you and your family are doing well. It's been a great summer. It's been a great year-end. I've learned a lot about myself and also just enjoying life in general. Maybe just stepping back with a hobby a bit. Still love it and it won't change. But let me give you an update of what's happening. Behind you, let's start there, Mary, if you can. My wife has the camera. As you can tell here, I have taken a lot of the overflow out of the apartment that was really unnecessary. A lot of trinkets and whatnot that I didn't need and we didn't need. And I'm putting them here so the eventual time we do move, everything is located in one centralized spot and easy to move out. Mary, can you come here and tippy-toe here? For anyone new to my channel, Mary, can you tippy-toe and angle it and see the monitors? You got it. So what I have there is last year, or in 2020, right when COVID hit, all my videos are archived. I ended up picking up around 19-inch monitors. Some working, some don't, but I don't know yet. And those are going to be either for refurbishing or selling or keeping. I don't know yet, but that's to come. Mary, if you can follow me into the room. For people that are, actually, I'll let you go in and I'll kind of come from behind and kind of narrate. So on the left here, you see a original Double Dragon. I can't wait to play that in hopefully sooner than later. And then I'll have some sort of my, my personal stuff, some comic books. This year I also picked up, for Chris Lee, my buddy, a Naomi 2 board with the Unibios already working. He needed some quick cash, and I'm like, you know what, good idea to have a spare with my Blast City. Plus, I was ready to really just pick it up just as in case. Here also I have, sorry, Mary, here at the bottom in the red, is cloaked. It's my Pachinko slot machine, and on the left, which is my first, and on the left is my Miss Pac-Man, which again everything is covered. Now, if you're new to my channel, you might be asking what's going on with the covers and the blankets. Believe me, it's kind of a running joke within our inner circle. It's the same old thing. Believe me, I don't like it as much, but it's for protection and other elements like sun or whatnot. So that's what I have in the overflow as we speak now. Let's hit to my parents' garage. I want to show you what I have there, which is, again, much of the same if you're someone that is subscribed and also someone's been watching me for the years now, a very similar view. So let's head to the garage and I'll explain what's going on there. All right, so now we're in my parents' garage where I have more of my games. So here they are in sequence. As you can tell, same old scene if you're used to it. There I have my Neo Geo 6 slot. Here I have my Killer Instinct 2. There I have my Street Fighter 3. There I have my Street Fighter 1. Mary, if you can just kind of get in the corner there. On the left there is Mortal Kombat 1, and then to the right Mortal Kombat 2. And then here is Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition and my Killer Instinct 1. So like I said, if you're new to my channel, you might say, well, Steve, that's kind of weird. Why can't I see your games? Archived for many hours are a lot of my videos that you can see me going through them more than I even should, in and out, maybe some restoring and some history about it, but they have to be covered here. One, because the elements, even though they're in the cold but they're not turned on, and two, I don't want them to be sun drenched because when my parents open the garage and there's windows here, I don't want them to be affected with the artwork. So they're there. I know they're kind of in the background, but they have to be. Again, the eventual move will make things a lot easier. And hopefully next year things change and we get to finally get a home. So until then, this is where it's parked. Like I said, if you're new to the channel and you're not sure what it is or what you want to see them, look at my playlist and my videos, and everything is archived to death. Now, I'm going to head to the apartment. I'm going to show you the new game I picked up this year, also the games I have at the apartment, and we'll sit down and have a cigar, and I'll tell you the rest of the statistics of Top Tier this year, and also maybe the future of the channel as well. So we've arrived at the apartment now, and please excuse the calculated mess. It's right before Christmas, and we have some gifts like that to still wrap and to clean up. We're going to clean after the holidays. For anyone new to my channel, this is a very different setup than what even I'm used to. And those that are returning or subscribed to me that have been watching me over the years, this is definitely new. So let me give you a quick tour here. So this is the Hobbit LE Smog Edition, folded. This is Bram Stoker's Dracula, obviously folded. This is my Chulix / Viewlix, which I moved to the corner for easy play. And then this is my Blast City in the corner here for easy play. Now, again, there's blankets and whatnot on these only because the apartment is very sun-drenched and I don't want it to ruin the artwork. Let me move now to our bedroom. And so my wife and I have a unique apartment where our storage is built in to our bedroom, so we don't have to go outside or downstairs like others. So that was very lucky, and that's why I'm able to now store this is a Super Sprint. That's the steering wheel assembly, the lower part of it, and the body. That is a RoboWar pinball machine. And then also that's a Frogger with some various storage, mirrors, glass. And then let me bring you over to this room, which has a lot of action vents that's been going on. Sword of Fury has been folded. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Data East has been folded. There is the head or the monitor of Super Sprint. This is the head of my Atlantis wedge head, which there's the body there. And this is just various pinball stuff, parts, and then there's obviously my dolly. I picked this up, which is a lifesaver over the summer, which helped me fold, especially Hobbit, because my wife's like, Steve, this is way too heavy. It's really cool. This was a couple $100. I got it on sale at Canadian Tire, which is a Canadian, kind of like an Ace Hardware-ish, and then Home Depot-ish, and then with other various car stuff. But this lift has been a lifesaver, because now you pump it, and then it has hydraulics, and it goes down and it comes down slowly when something heavy's on there, which is one of the best investments I made, saved my back, and plus my wife, things were getting too heavy, and she goes, no, do it. But here's the star of the show this year. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles LE from Stern, modded up. I do have the topper. Again, I have in past videos. It's not here because the way I cover it from the sun, I use that. I just cover the whole side of it, and it would affect, if I had the topper, it would keep bending in, and I don't want to, especially how expensive toppers are. But yeah, it's been modded pretty well. I still have a few things to do, but I have paused, like I said at the beginning of the video, to enjoy the summer and just enjoy the game. It's getting a little too much too fast, and again, there's no rush, but a lot of cool mods that I've got, there, Technodrome, Character Select, and some more to come. So that's the games in the apartment, which again is absurd if you think about it. So let me set you up. I'm going to give you some results of the channel, how we did this year, have a cigar, and reflect on the year. So we've reached the part of the video which is always my favorite, and it's the reflection time. And I've been doing this ritual for the last few years now, where I review Top Tier as a channel and also reflect back on what I've collected, the statistics of Top Tier, and just overall some cool stories and the future of my channel and myself. We're going to sit down and have a cigar, which again is customary. This is a Brick House. I'm going to put the link, I always do, to the cigar I smoke. Normally I have an alcoholic drink, but it's probably 8 a.m. and I'm just going to have a coffee. So let's try it out. Oh, I'm breaking protocol for a sec, because usually I toast it, but for the time constraint, I'm not going to do the proper lighting. I'm going to just get right to it. Good enough. Usually I take a little longer to light it the proper way, but like I said, for the absence of time, let's get to it. So here's where it gets kind of cool. Let's talk about top tier and the past year and how we've done. So currently right now, top tier is sitting at 817 subscribers. It's very low compared to what's out there, but I love it. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not monetized, and if I ever do, it would probably take a long time to get to that status. And not only that, but being such a niche channel, and again doing things that are not conventionally acceptable, which is smoking and often swearing and whatnot, I understand that some viewers may not be comfortable, which I understand. With that being said, let's get to the statistics. You know what's cool? Google, because Google owns YouTube, has sent me a thing saying, hey Steve, here's your year in review of top tier. Similar to how Spotify does kind of your listening list and who you listen to and whatnot, which is cool. So, see what happens when I don't light it? So it sent me a list. The total watch time of all of my top tier is 65,900, which is super low. I mean, I'm looking at big channels, and I mean, they're in the millions and some even billions, which is insane. But I'm a very low channel, and I know that, and I accept it. And to be honest, I'm proud of what I've done, and I've learned a lot. So I like how it continued to get, incrementally better. Maybe it gets better when everything is set up as one, and it's more of a show piece and a little more organized in this fragmentation of what you've seen. So almost 66,000 minutes viewed. Total likes is 265, again, super low. New subscribers this year was 64. The most watched views of 2022 for Top Tier's channel is in January, which kind of makes sense because that's when I got Turtles, so there's a lot of attention to the channel there. My top viewed channels, okay. My top viewed videos and they're always like this, are Top Tier on Tour Palladium East. This was in Whitby, Ontario. I did the arcade review, the top rated. Top Tier on Tour Dave & Buster's in Toronto. And Top Tier on Tour Fantasy Station Arcade, which is my buddy Chris Lee's arcade. If you in Fantasy Fair, Woodbine Center, Google it, it's awesome. Yeah, and Chris is adding more games. He just sent me a few photos, insanely better. Everything's getting way better. So check that out. Top countries viewing is Canada's #1, which is surprising because usually it's the US, but Canada's #1, right behind it is the US, and then UK's #3. Kind of makes sense. This is kind of cool. Days since my first upload, so my introduction to Top Tier Arcade 1.0 is 3,536 days. That's crazy, huh? All-time likes, 3,528. All-time comments, 1,368. And all-time shares, 1,044. Like I said, in retrospect, it's very low, but so be it. So obviously this year we picked up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles LEs that you've seen there. I got the topper, I got a whole bunch of mods. And to date, that's easily the most expensive machine in my collection that I've spent on and also worth. But again, I got a great deal from my buddy Eddie. So the plans for Top Tier are optimistically unknown. Last year I was in a very tough place. This year's a lot better. I had a great year. Knock on wood, it's been, not to say nothing's easy. I know everybody else has their own struggles and difficulties, and life is not perfect. We all know that. But taking a new kind of attitude on life, things are okay. And even if they're not, they're better than they were, which is good enough for me. Next year is going to be a very interesting year. I say that often. This one I think is going to be, it's going to be interesting to say the least. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is the only plan I have right now that I know for sure I'm gonna fold the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ellie we were just speaking about probably in February or March. And only because I want to start to kind of more declutter the apartment. Like you've seen in my parents, I put a lot of stuff. Leave more room for our work from home station with my wife and I, because now we're situated at home. It was getting a little too crowded. It's interesting because there's a bit of an echo now because I had so many games that absorbed it, especially with the wood and these blankets. But now there's a bit of an echo, and it's just a little more cleaner. It's getting very dusty. It was hard to kind of clean around these big games. So decluttered like crazy, more to come. I'm gonna fold Turtles. Yes, will I miss Pinball for that time? Yeah, but again, I have enough buddies and places to play that I wouldn't be jonesing for it per se, and I don't really mind, only because I know when everything is kind of culminated together that it's going to be a new experience. I'm going to be almost deliberately going on a pinball fast with my own games. I mean, I still have my Blast City and my Vuelix to play, or Chulix, so I wouldn't be kind of neglected in, when it comes to games. But when it comes to pins, again, I can play anytime, and these games are more than enough. I'm going to focus more on my health next year. Going to get into great shape. That's a must. I want to, and then also look forward to having another great year, which is enjoying time with family and really good friends, and cool experiences this year. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, in the comments below, I'd be more than happy to answer. If you need any help from me or anything, email me or contact me. Email and details below. It's been a great year. I hope you and your family have been well. I wish you all the best for 2023. I know for my wife and I, it's going to be, again, an interesting one. Here's to you. I know it's not a drink, it's more of a coffee, but all the best. Thanks for checking out Top Tier. Peace.